Hi everyone, my name is Tierney Bradshaw, and today we were able to go on the Day in the Life of a Refugee tour. Our tour guide was Ramin, and Ramin was so amazing. He was so kind to us. He showed us the place where he lives, he showed us where he goes to eat, he showed us where he found his citizenship, and just so many amazing things. And I'm so thankful, especially just to have had that experience with him. Being a Spartan to me means being able to make an impact on the world. It means giving back. It means being thankful for what you have and giving other people things to be thankful about, and just being genuine and giving back as much as you possibly can. And today we really got an opportunity to take so much in, and I'm so excited about the work that we're going to be able to do with the refugees this summer. So some of the places that Ramin took us that really meant a lot to me and really made me so thankful. Like, this entire experience has just made me so much more grateful for everything that I have in my life, and it's made me feel so lucky, and it made me see how much I take for granted personally. It's a really tough thing to see. So the first place that we went was a place where you can go as a refugee when you need to find citizenship when you first get here. And Ramin told us that the only reason he knew is because he had a friend that was also a refugee that told him about it. And to us, that was really like shocking, because a lot of refugees couldn't possibly know about this place when they first get here, because it's not a big sign on the door that says find citizenship here, or it's not a lot of ways to find that information. So some people have a lot harder time when they first get here because they don't exactly know where to go and what to do. So lucky for him, he did. We went inside the building. We saw a lot of refugees. Most of the people that we saw, they just looked so happy. They looked so grateful for everything that they have. It's like a big room where the refugees can go and they can shower. And there were like small cups of soap. So you like basically grab a cup of soap and you just go into the shower, you take your shower, and you can also get lunch there. Ramin told us that sometimes there are lines out the door. He said about thousands of refugees come there every day to have lunch. And you can just imagine having to wait like hours just to get the food that you need to get through the day. That was just one of the places that he took us, and it was the first place, and I was already so overwhelmed with emotion because I couldn't imagine, and I don't think many of us at all could imagine having to stand in line for hours to get the food you need. Like, a lot of us go to restaurants and in 30 minutes, if our food's not out, we're frustrated. And like, just to think that people have to do this and we don't even think about it on a daily basis is just really scary. And like I said, it forces you to really be thankful for everything that you have. The next place that Ramin took us was a park. And this was a park where he says that you can go, and when you go there, you can go and basically play like soccer. It's usually a lot of the different refugees there, and they kind of gather. And for me, that was really an upliftment. That was really exciting because he was joyful about it. Like, this is one of the places I can go and I can enjoy myself. He didn't share really any bad memories from there, and that was really just like good for, like, to hear like that he has somewhere that he can go where he felt safe and he felt comfortable. He also showed us a place that was closed, but he said that they can go in and they can play like table games together, and they can all just go play card games or anything like that, and that was really a joyful place for him. When I think about my own life and I think about the life that many of my classmates have, when we want to have fun, like, we can literally do whatever we want to do. I'm glad that there are places where the refugees can go, but I also realize how limited that experience is. Like, there are only so many card games you can play, or if you're not really interested in like the games that the other refugees want to play, like soccer, like, I literally feel like I can do so much. Like, I feel limitless in like the opportunity I have. I can play whatever sports I want to play. I'm allowed to, go to the movies or do all these different things if I want to have fun, and it's not really like an option for them. And I know that may seem small to a lot of people, but to not be able to do the enjoyable things that you would enjoy, the things that you want to do, would be really hard for me. Beyond that, he took us to his home, and he lives in a really nice building. He said the building looked really nice. We couldn't go inside, but we just got to see the outside. And the way he described it, he talked about sharing a room with 3 other people, and he talked about having a shower, and he talked about having, you know, a bed and all these things, and he was so excited. And the reason that that really stuck with me is because most of us live in apartments with maybe 3 to 4 people, but each person has their own bedroom, or we might share a room with 1 person at most. But and a lot of the times we're just not grateful for that. Like, we're not excited about sharing a bedroom or anything like that. Like, a lot of Americans, most of us have our own room. So listening to him talk about how excited he was and how happy he was, and how he literally said he felt like he had everything there. And the housing is only temporary. The housing only lasts for 6 months. So hearing him say that he felt like that was everything and that he had everything, it really just made me want to, like, almost break down. Because, like, we complain so much about so much, and we talk about how we don't have anything, and this person is, you know, like, they feel like all their problems are taken care of because they have somewhere that they can wash themselves, or they have somewhere that they can sleep and not feel fear and feel safe, and that's all that they, you know, like, they really need. And that's really, like, just touching to me. And I'm so glad, like, that he shared that experience with us, and after everything that he's went through in his life, that he has somewhere where he does feel like he has everything. And it makes you also realize that how much that we think we need, that we really don't. Like, the basic necessities is all we really need to be happy and get through, and he really showed me that today. Another place that he took us that really, really touched my heart was a park. And this is a park where a lot of the refugees like to go, and they just go there, and, like, just like the other park, they'll play games and they'll talk and things like that. But he told us he doesn't go there, and he said that the reason he doesn't go there is the park is dangerous for refugees. Raheem told us that the police come by every so often and they'll ask everyone for their papers. So he used to go there, but does not all feel safe. And when they ask you for your papers, they'll write your name down, and they'll make you feel like almost a criminal, even if you're not. And that was just really scary for me, because, and, like, I have had issues, and, you know, minorities and things like that have issues with getting their rights violated, but to that extent, it's just so scary just to be tackled and singled out all the time because of who you are. It's just a scary experience. And I completely feel like I felt where he was coming from when he was talking about his fear of going somewhere. Like, you're here and you live here, and you know you have the papers to live here and everything, but you still can't be free all the way, and you still can't be anywhere you want to be and be happy. One of the last places that on our tour that probably stood out to me the most and probably made the most impact on me today was he took us to this big open field, and he told us what used to be in this open field was a tent. And this tent, it was a big tent where a lot of refugees can go, and they can all sleep under this tent. Their tent isn't there anymore, and he seemed so sad about that. Like, he kept, like, it was just so touchy in the way he would just, like, the tent just really isn't there anymore. It's just a big open space. And he said he would sleep there, but he could never really sleep at night because there were so many people around him and just so much going on, and it was so dangerous sometimes. And that's partially the reason why they closed the tent down. But to him, even though all of that was going on, you know, it was somewhere to sleep, or it was somewhere to be. And it's just really sad how anything can get taken away from them at any moment. And a lot of us don't have that fear. A lot of us have so much security, so many things that we can fall back on, so many things that we have, and we don't worry about it being just taken away from us like that. And so that was scary, having to pick up and just move your things whenever things went badly for you, or whenever someone decided to change something. It's not an experience that I could just imagine. And I just felt so, again, overwhelmed by emotion when hearing that story. And it was just so many things. As we walk through Rome, we see so many people sleeping on the ground or begging for change and all these different things. And, like, that was also a super emotional thing for me, because I finally understand, like, when they wake you up at 8 o'clock in the morning because you can't sleep at the bus station past 8 o'clock, or when they tell you you have to get up and leave the park, you can't sleep here, and just to find a comfortable place to be all day is something that these people have a lot of trouble with. And, like, we take having homes and take having apartments and all these beautiful things for granted, and so many people wish they could live in the places where we do, or have the lives that so many of us do. Like, the entire experience today has really taught me so much. I'm so excited to continue this journey with the refugees and to be able to give back as much as I can. Raheem, everyone, I'm just so thankful for everything that they've shown us and everything that they've done, and I hope that in the rest of this experience I can make an impact on their lives and I can help them with so much. Thanks guys for watching.